reach for the sky, boy.
Conductor, we have a problem.
What is going on, you reactionary marktards and you hustlers out there? It's your man's A-Track Brown. Why am I here? Well, the trailer for the Vince McMahon documentary just dropped, and how could, out of all people, I not react to this shit, all right? And, of course, there's going to be reaction to this documentary as well. So Netflix has decided to do a documentary on this big piece of crap, and we're going to see how that's going to unfold. We're going to see the trailer for it, all right? We're not going to see how it unfolds until we actually see how it unfolds. But for now, they're going to show us a trailer, okay? Vince McMahon is one of the biggest pieces of garbage walking God's green earth. And like a lot of wrestling fans, I can't stand this dude. I can't stand him, you know. And like a lot of wrestling fans, even though I couldn't stand him, couldn't turn away from his product. Why? Because like a lot of wrestling fans, I'm a creature of habit. That's what comes with being a wrestling fan. You start watching it for so long that you think you should stop watching, but then you don't, because it's just embedded in who you are. It's very rare that a hardcore wrestling fan just stops watching. You know, they may stop, but then they come back. And you know, I am not one of these people who sit there and say, "Oh, if it wasn't for Vince McMahon, you wouldn't even be watching wrestling." No, I was watching wrestling before I even knew who that man was. I was watching wrestling before I even knew what the WWE was. Okay, I was watching all types of wrestling. All right, I was watching WCW first, and WWF came later. You know, I was at the first WrestleMania, but then I guess I was watching WWF first because I was at the first WrestleMania. I was 4 years old, so I didn't know any better. I didn't know where the hell I was at. My dad took me, all right? But I was always watching other wrestling other than the WWF. So for me, the WWF wasn't always the end-all, be-all. When I used to try to tell my friends about NWA, they used to be like, I don't know what that is, because that was a regional thing. And I used to take vacations in places like North Carolina and Pennsylvania. And so when you go other places outside of New York, you saw other wrestling. So I was put up on a lot of other wrestling in WWE. But this is focusing on Vince McMahon, the biggest piece of garbage walking God's green earth, like I said. You have people, you know, the controversy surrounding this man that's going on right now, you still have people defending him, just like you still have people defending Hulk Hogan. All right, so let's get into this. Let's see what this thing is about. All right, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. Follow me on Twitter at @HRackBrown, the number RayC Brown. Do not forget the PW Hustle is on TikTok at PW Hustle. We're also on Facebook. Join the Hustle fandom group, okay? Donate to the Cash App. Donate to the channel. Links will be in the description and in the comment section below. All right, so let's see how they decide to document this piece of garbage. Here we go. Sure, Walt Clyde is coming in his pants right now over this dude. Here we go.
People have wondered who I really am.
Oh, we know who you really are.
Me, I'm a bad guy.
You're a piece of garbage.
But no one really knows me.
I guess not. You're also a rapist, most likely.
In the world of professional wrestling,
Vince McMahon.
He's easy to hate.
what do you expect?
Stand back!
That's exactly what you're gonna get.
Yeah. This nigga was gonna do an incest angle!
I'm my dad's business. My vision was to make this mainstream.
Welcome to WrestleMania!
Vince created this huge empire.
Billion-dollar entertainment juggernaut.
He did things no one thought were possible.
The XFL.
Everything he did.
Bad idea.
turned to gold.
Not everything he did turned to gold. Of course, you can't.
There were so
Hulk
many
Hogan.
scandals going on.
On trial for steroids.
90% of the wrestlers are on steroids.
Another dead wrestler.
This rocked the very foundation of the WWE.
Oh yeah, that Benoit shit.
No
Yep.
responsibility whatsoever.
None whatsoever. They live this lifestyle.
I tell you, every time I see that, yo.
McMahon is stepping aside. The lawsuit accusing him of countless depraved and humiliating acts.
He shit on the chick's head!
And I was floored.
When it comes to Vince, a lot of that is a character.
Donald Trump, show Diddy too!
Show you what he wants you to see.
Yeah, nigga, you knew. You knew all the things that was going on, you liar!
The lines of
That's what come out that this nigga do bad shit!
The individual loses all sense of who they really are.
My name is not Vince. My name is Mr. McMahon.
This is gonna be great. September 25th. This is gonna be great. Oh my God. This is. I'm gonna have. Yo, I think I'm gonna have more fun reacting to this documentary than I ever have in my entire life. It's almost as if this documentary was made for someone like me to react to. Okay, your King of Kai is about to be your King of Vince. Yo, who better than react to this than your boy A-Track Brown? Because I tell you right now, I know who's not going to react to it, and that is the Loose Cannon Walt Clyde. Now, let me explain something to y'all. For those who don't know, okay? You know, if you've been living under a rock, this channel is the PW Hustle. PW stands for Pro Wrestling, okay? So this channel started off as a pro wrestling channel, then morphed into what you see today, this big conglomerate juggernaut known as the PW Hustle. Now, let me stop. It grown into what you know today. You know, 20,000 something subs later, and I can tell you for a fact a lot of you guys are not wrestling fans, okay? So let me put you on game. This dude, Vince McMahon, you may not be a wrestling fan, but you heard the name Vince McMahon, okay? So he's responsible for basically, you know, wrestling being where it is. No matter what wrestling you watch, no matter what wrestling you into, you know, Vince McMahon, like I said Vince McMahon is not the reason that I'm watching wrestling, but Vince McMahon is the reason why wrestling is on the map, no matter what you want to say, all right? Mainstream-wise, that he kind of took it there. And in some ways, we can't really give credit to Vince, because I keep telling people, even before Vince with WCCW, these cats were selling out stadiums and arenas before WrestleMania, and I think sometimes that's overlooked. You know, back the Von Erichs was making money, bro, like straight up and down. And no, I have not yet seen Iron Claw, just to let you guys know. But anyway, so Vince McMahon is the mainstream. You know, he's the face behind it all, no matter what. A prime example of that, I remember I was watching Opie and Anthony react to when Booker T said, "Hulk Hogan, we come over you, nigga," and that was when Patrice O'Neal was alive. And I remember, you know, Anthony saying, you know, look at the look on Booker T's face. He's like, "Oh, Vince is gonna kill us." Vince didn't own WCW, but that's how much you associate the name with wrestling. Like, he was watching an old clip, he didn't even realize it, but he just thought that it was a WWE. So that's you know, that's how that goes. That's how popular this man's name is. Okay, and it's insane because, you know, he's done so much good for wrestling and so much bad for wrestling. And I say good as far as, you know, what we've seen as the viewer, you know, and this is going to be a very interesting documentary to watch. And like I said, when you understand who Vince is and you go into the world of wrestling and you see how many people, it used to sicken me to my stomach, even before all the scandals that came out and stuff. After a while, you know, guys like me was like, you know, this dude has to be a real piece of garbage behind closed doors, because wrestling is always an extension of who you are, and if not so much who you are, it's an extension of wrestlers are extensions of their personalities. Their gimmicks are extensions of their personalities, and the stories are extensions of, I guess, of real life. You know, sometimes they take things and they amplify it times 12. You know, so I'm just saying that when it comes to wrestling, there's always exaggeration, because that's how it's supposed to be. But when you're a wrestling fan and you start to see certain things, you start to wonder what is wrong with this creator. You know, when Triple H was having sex with the dead body, when it seemed like they were doing an incest angle, when Stephanie went out there and went on this rant about how Vince was pretty much pushing her to his clients and whatnot. You start to question what's going on, and then this stuff comes to light about what really happened with Vince McMahon, and you're like, oh my God, this isn't just a gimmick, this is real. If you sitting out there making fun of Bill Cosby because of that last barbecue episode where he had the barbecue sauce with the secret sauce that made everybody all freaky, and you're like, then you definitely know Vince McMahon is guilty with the shit he put out. If you're basing your guilt off stuff like that, then you need to give Vince McMahon the electric chair, because you know that nigga's guilty. But I'm just saying, all of this stuff that happened, it's just insane. When you start to think about, you know what, I think this guy did do this to this girl. I think he shitted on her head. I think she was his hoe. I think she was doing stuff too. I think he was taking it too far. I think there was times where she was like, time out. I need to breathe. And he was like, the hell with that. I don't give a damn. I think all of that is possible. That's what I think happened. I think she was into a semi, and then she was like, hold on. And look, that's okay. If you have a side chick or a hoe and she says, hold on, I need a break, you can't just, no. You can decide, take some time off. But he wasn't on that shit. He was a slave driver, So that's a speculation. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just speculating. But then you have people who defend that man to the day that they die. And for those who watch this channel, for those who are wondering, who is this moron that the track keeps going that goes back and forth with, and he does these videos once in a while. That's Vince McMahon's core audience. That dumbass nigga Walt Clyde, that's Vince McMahon's core audience. The dude I be going back and forth with, for those who don't know, the dude's name is Walt Clyde. Walt Clyde is a pure example of people who would die for Vince McMahon. I'm not even kidding. If Vince McMahon said to that dude, let me lick your buns and I'll give you a job in the WWE, he'd do it. And if you think I'm kidding, by all means, just watch my reactions to where this dude is literally trying to defend Vince McMahon and sex trafficking. I'm not making it up. You can see it for yourself. But that dude is what I'm talking about. He's a prime example of a lot of not the majority of wrestling fans, but the fanboys, the ones who just cannot, the ones who still real to me, damn it, those dudes, the ones who cannot withdraw, fiction from reality. This dude probably thinks that the Undertaker really does shoot lightning bolts out of his ass. I'm not even kidding. It doesn't matter what happens. People like this will always defend the WWE. They will always defend Hulk Hogan. This dude just did a video where he's saying that Hulk Hogan said more people hate him than they do Chris Benoit. And he said that Hulk Hogan was 100% right. So that goes to show you what type of moronic wrestling fans are actually out there. For him to actually think that. I'm not making this shit up. I wish I was. But yeah, so I cannot wait for this Vince McMahon documentary to come out, and I cannot wait to react to this. September 25th, your man A-Track Brown will be there, okay? And I will be reacting, and I want you guys to join me because this is going to be fun, all right? Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, donate to the channel, donate to the Cash App. Follow me on Twitter at A-Track Brown, the number 8, TRAC Brown. Do not forget the PW Hustle is on TikTok at PW Hustle. If you are on Facebook, join the Hustle fandom group. All right, links in the description and in the comment section. Can't wait for this, man. I'll see you guys later. Peace.